Good day to all of you. Welcome to the today's session on the topic salts. Under the salts, we were discussing on useful salts. In our previous class, we were discussing about sodium chloride and sodium hydroxide. Today, we will discuss one more salt which is very useful in day-to-day life, and its name is sodium bicarbonate, Na1 plus and HCO3 1 minus. When you go for the crisscross method, the formula becomes NaHCO3. This is molecular diagram using the ball and the stick. But this is actually seen in the spectroscopy, which is an instrument where we can see the structure of atoms or the molecules, where electronic clouds are seen, that you are going to learn in the higher class. Okay, so in the market it is sold under the name baking soda. Baking soda is the common name, whereas sodium bicarbonate is the chemical name, and chemical formula is NaHCO3. So this is regarding the sodium bicarbonate. Now let us learn how this sodium bicarbonate is prepared so that the same can be used in our life. Baking soda is another chemical obtained from sodium chloride. So sodium chloride has got many uses. I told you, there are some salts which are prepared from the sodium chloride. One such salt already we discussed, that is NaOH. NaOH prepared from the sodium chloride with water, that is called brine, and the electrolysis of the brine gave sodium hydroxide. Now today we are learning the preparation of one more salt from sodium chloride. So sodium chloride is the starting material or the raw material for many other chemicals. The chemical name of baking soda is sodium bicarbonate or sodium hydrogen carbonate. Now the latest name is sodium hydrogen carbonate. Earlier we used to call it as sodium bicarbonate. Now also we call it as, but as you have to follow some latest rules, so today it is called as sodium hydrogen carbonate. Apart from the sodium hydrogen carbonate, other common names are very famous, depend upon the area region they use. It is also called as bread soda, cooking soda, bicarbonate of soda, sodium bicarb, or simply bicarb of soda, or in some area it is called just bicarb. So these are the, because this is the very widely used in our day-to-day life, therefore with different nomenclatures it is told in different areas, but today we call it as what? Sodium hydrogen carbonate or the baking soda. These two are most common names. Other names are there, but these two are most common names and the most popular names for the sodium hydrogen carbonate or the sodium bicarbonate. Baking soda is used in baking of food and making of food tasty. All the bakery products depends on the sodium hydrogen carbonate. Okay, so it is used to prepare sodium baking powder, that we learn in our next discussion. So that is used in all the bakeries to make the bakery products. It is also used in faster cooking. By adding sodium hydrogen carbonate, it increases the boiling point. This is called as the colligative property, we learn in the 12th class. So please wait for a few years. So it is also used in faster cooking. Time being this. Now let us learn how baking soda is produced on a large scale. This process is called as Solvay process, because Solvay is a scientist name. So he has done it until today. This method is very famous. So there is no change in his method. Whatever method he has adopted, which has given very good result, good yield. So till today we use the same method, and the name of the method is what? On his name only we call Solvay process. What is done in the Solvay process? In the Solvay process, first we take the brine. Brine is sodium chloride in water, or sodium chloride powder saturated with water. So it is a mixture of sodium chloride and the water, that is called brine. To that brine we add ammonia, and whatever solution is formed, that solution is called as what? Ammoniacal brine. There are some terms they use. By adding because we are adding ammonia, so they call it as what? Ammoniacal brine. After adding ammonia to the brine, next method is they pass carbon dioxide. So after passing carbon dioxide, that process is called as what? Carbonated ammoniacal brine. That means first, what is brine? Sodium chloride and water, NaCl plus H2O. Then add ammonia, becomes ammoniacal brine, that is NaCl H2O NH3 is called as ammoniacal brine. Let us see equation, it becomes very clear. See, sodium chloride and water is brine. To this brine we add ammonia. So this mixture NaCl, ammonia, water, this is called what? Ammoniacal brine. To this ammoniacal brine we pass carbon dioxide, and that process is called what? Carbonation of ammoniacal brine. Okay. So what happens? You see here, you get NaHCO3 and NH4Cl. So NaHCO3, one H remains here, that becomes NH3 plus NH, NH4Cl. So in this way, NaHCO3 plus NH4Cl is formed. So in this way, sodium hydrogen carbonate or the baking soda is prepared by the action of carbon dioxide on ammoniacal brine. One more method is there, that is similar to the passing carbon dioxide on lime water. Please recall, when we pass carbon dioxide on lime water, that is CaOH twice, it converts into white color calcium carbonate. When you pass excess of CO2, the white color disappears. Why? Because there calcium carbonate converts into calcium bicarbonate, which is soluble in water. That's why the color disappears. Same technique is followed here also. Pass carbon dioxide, there it was CaOH twice, here it is NaOH. So what it forms? There it forms CaCO3, here it is Na2CO3 plus water. Okay, and to this pass extra amount or excess of CO2, that converts into what? NaHCO3, which is soluble, and slightly you heat it. When the liquid evaporates, whatever white powder remains, that is called sodium hydrogen carbonate or the baking soda. This is the chemical equation for preparation of sodium hydrogen carbonate from the sodium hydroxide by passing CO2 in excess. That is important. Now we'll go to the properties part. Sodium bicarbonate is a white solid, already you have seen the first slide, and sodium bicarbonate appears as powder, but actually it is crystalline. Crystalline is what? Having crystals, definite structure. For this, you can see in the kitchen, you please touch maida powder and sugar powder. Okay, you will feel the difference when you touch it. Sugar is crystalline, whereas maida is amorphous. Therefore, sodium bicarbonate belongs to crystalline category. Sodium bicarbonate is sparingly soluble in water. Sparingly is what? Less soluble in the water. Sodium bicarbonate, when dissolved in water, how much is soluble? If that much soluble, no. After dissolving, what happens? After dissolving in water, it gives carbonic acid and hydroxide ion. Actually, what happens here? NaHCO3 plus water gives H2CO3 and NaOH. So the products are what? H2CO3 and NaOH. H2CO3 is a weak acid. NaOH is a strong alkali, out of which dominates, it is the sodium hydroxide dominates. Therefore, when the sodium hydroxide dominates, that means the resultant product is alkaline. So that's why I want to say, since carbonic acid is a weak acid, thus solution of sodium bicarbonate is alkaline in nature because of the formation of what? Sodium hydroxide solution. That means sodium bicarbonate in water is alkaline, basic. When sodium bicarbonate put under thermal decomposition, what happens? It decomposes and gives its carbonate, carbon dioxide and water. On continuous heating, sodium carbonate produced in thermal decomposition of sodium bicarbonate converts into sodium oxide and carbon dioxide. Now, if you continue heating this one, this again further decomposes into sodium oxide and further CO2 also escapes from the reaction mixture. This is called dehydration. Why? CO2 escapes, water escapes, only Na2O, only ash, that is dry ash is formed. So it is called as what? Loss of water, loss of gas, known as the dehydration reaction. This is the equation for the explanation. As it gives carbon dioxide here, which puts off fire, nature of carbon dioxide. Therefore, sodium bicarbonate is used as fire extinguisher or fire suppression agent. So, in most of the fire extinguishers, it is sodium bicarbonate is used because it gives CO2, which is the non-supporter of combustion. Now, some uses for making baking powder. Baking soda, baking powder, both are different. Baking soda is only sodium hydrogen carbonate, whereas baking powder is mixture of two. One is baking soda, other one is tartaric acid. Tartaric acid is a edible acid. Edible is what? Which is we can consume, we can eat. So this is extracted from the tamarind. So it is tartaric acid. Reaction is in water. The following reaction takes place. See, this is what? Baking soda. This is tartaric acid. Sodium salt of tartaric acid, water and CO2. So this total mixture is called as a baking powder. Only this one baking soda. Total baking powder. Okay. So this is what one more use. Why the bakery products are so soft and spongy? It is because CO2 forms during the reaction when we add the baking powder to the atta, that is bread atta or the cake atta. So CO2 forms, it escapes from the atta, making the holes, and that is making the atta soft and spongy. That's why most of the bakery products are very light. It is because of this reaction. He will ask almost every time in the examination. This is the most likely question for the examination for 10th class with equation, not an explanation. Explanation with equation. This is the equation. Okay. I think we have understood the preparation part, meaning part, and the uses of sodium bicarbonate. That is the third salt. First was sodium chloride, second was sodium hydroxide, and today sodium bicarbonate. And tomorrow we are going to discuss on the sodium carbonate. Then we go to the bleaching powder, plaster of Paris. Then we will wind up this useful salt chapter. Okay. Thank you, my dear students.